Like, congratulations to them, they won and everything, and I think celebrate and everything, but don't disrespect club history. You know, this is a bit bigger than you.
So
there you go. Rudiger summed it up. He summed up how the players were feeling yesterday. Welcome to another edition of Burton Borders, and welcome to the review of our 2-1 victory over Leicester City.
Welcome to the Burton Borders. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah.
So guys, Amartey, I bet he's wishing that he didn't do this to our pennant. He gave us a team talk, guys. Team talk was done, dusted and delivered yesterday. Thomas Tuchel had the easiest team talk he'll ever have in his managerial history. You know, it was just showing them that video time and time again of Amartey dissing this. So you know what? These guys showed me what they were made of yesterday. I had made a rallying cry in my match preview about how I wanted our guys to come out and perform. And boy, they did. You know, first off, we suffocated Leicester. I heard all the excuses in the media how, yeah, Leicester are a bit hungover after their FA Cup victory and everything else. But you know what? We were saying to them, you know, not in our backyard. You're not getting this in our backyard. We gave you one in the FA Cup, but 2 in a row, no, not happening. So the guys came out with purpose. They were stifling Leicester, closing them down at every opportunity. But once again, it's that old story of not being able to kill a team while we're on top. And I did think that was going to come back and haunt us in the second half, actually, because, you know, again, wrong decision making, Werner getting caught offside, or ball going in and it's a handball. And the same old story with VAR as well, because how this wasn't a penalty, I don't know. And this, I keep saying VAR is corrupt. Not VAR, the refereeing over in this country is corrupt. I don't care what anybody says, because if the referee, Mike Dean, can't see this and he's in the perfect position to see it, then surely that's what VAR is there for, to clear up things that referees miss on field. And the fact that they looked at it for a couple of seconds and they dismissed it, that is ridiculous. And I'm hearing, I was watching Sky Sports news earlier, Dermot Gallagher, who comes on as their refereeing expert, he was saying that the only thing he can think of, because even he said it was a definite penalty, but he's trying to make up excuses for them by saying that they probably didn't have that angle at the time. Come on. This is a technology. This VAR is a technology. If you've got VAR and you haven't got the right angles, then stop using it then. You know, that's ridiculous. You're meant to be seeing it from the same angles as Sky. How come Sky Sports have got the angle and other TV outlets, but you haven't? You're meant to have every single angle possible, back, front, side, left, right, everything, to come out with the right decisions. I think they did have the right angle. He's just defending them, making up excuses for them, you know, and showing, you know, trying to show that they are not corrupt, because everyone, you know, even a blind Stevie Wonder could see that that was definitely a penalty. So yeah, as I said, Werner played well. I'm not going to deny that. He showed a lot of the right mentality. He kept going, but he needs to improve. He needs to improve on just the simple things, staying on side. I mentioned it on a video the other day. Time your runs. You've got the pace to do it. And even the one where he handled it, he had no business handling that. He should have really headed it. I know someone said Fofana pushed him or something, but you know, if he shouldn't be leading with his hand like that. That's an easy headed chance. I'm just hoping that he gets into the goal scoring vein soon, because all the other aspects of his game are better. At the beginning of the season, his touch wasn't great, but his touch has improved now. He keeps busy, and he keeps the defenders honest with his running and his movement. But this guy needs to finish. If he can't finish, we need to get a big finisher next to him, so he kind of creates chances, and someone else who can finish can kill them off. Because I think a lot of people are saying that that's not really his game as an out-and-out centre forward, but we bought him to score goals, and and if someone else was scoring goals, then this wouldn't be an issue. But the fact that no one else is scoring goals, and this guy is meant to be getting into goals in, that's why I think he's getting such a hard time. But anyway, second half, we actually scored from a set play. Scored from a set play, guys. Without Zuma in the side, and this time Rudiger loves scoring against Leicester. If you remember, a couple of seasons ago he scored 2-headed goals against them, and this time it was a more straightforward tap in. But Rudiger, I just want to talk a bit about Rudiger, because yesterday we were crying out for leaders, and boy did we see a leader yesterday. He carried the game, he was strong. He even did a couple of techers as well, one bit of skill, and that fight, don't underestimate it. What he did, he knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing, because that tackle by Pereira, it wasn't that dangerous. But the way he came in, and he knew that the game had just gone into injury time, and Leicester were going to be pushing hard for a goal. What you do, you disrupt the play. By disrupting the play, it's hard for teams to then get back into their rhythm. So I feel that was a bit of gamesmanship by him before. You know what? I'm just gonna, we need this win really importantly. So if we take Leicester's mind off trying to get that winner by having a little kerfuffle or something, then the game will just whittle out. And that's what happened. We had the situation where we just saw the victory through. I had a feeling that Rudiger would be involved actually, because if you look at my thumbnail from the preview video, I had Rudiger in there with this Amartey geezer, because I thought, you know what, Rudiger's going to carry the fight today. So I'm going to put him in my thumbnail for today's one as well, because yeah, it's quite apt. But you know what? Then VAR actually worked in our favour. Couldn't believe it. VAR working for Chelsea? What? Really? But this time they didn't really have any choice. The minute that Mike Dean blew up for the foul, and VAR checked it, and we could clearly see that it was in the penalty area, then they had to give the penalty. If they didn't give that penalty, then serious questions would have to be asked. It's quite ironic actually, because if you look back under Frank, when Werner, the same player Werner, was fouled, but it was it Werner or Pulisic? Can't remember now. I think it was Werner, but it was fouled. Penalty was originally given, then the penalty was rescinded because the tackle by Johnny Evans on the day was just on the line, just outside the box. But this time, Fofana committed the tackle inside the penalty area. And although Werner fell outside, but the original foul was committed inside the box, so it had to be given. So those are the margins sometimes between managers, because it went against Frank, but it went for Tuchel, because Tuchel lost yesterday. People were already asking serious questions about him. Not me, for instance. I'm not one of these reactionary guys, because I think he should be given time. But there were other people questioning him, and had that result not gone our way, then people would have been on his case. So big victory for us in our pursuit for top four. It's not over yet, because we've got Villa. We've got Villa at home on Sunday, and that's another match to be won, because Tuchel saw the players cheering over this victory. But you know what? He said to them, you know what, before we start celebrating, let's just get the job done first and complete it. Yeah, so Looks like Leicester may be missing out this year because Liverpool got Burnley. If they have a win, then Leicester are outside of the top 4 for the first time in ages, and then for the second year in a row they can miss out on the final day. So it's going to be an exciting final day of football. So there it is, guys. We've got the job done. Now we can respect this. No throwing this thing over players' back now. And people are going to think again. They're going to think again before they come and disrespect Chelsea. So those Leicester players and supporters must be hating Amartey at the moment for those actions, because that boy did that rile us, and boy did that allow them to put in a decent performance. And just think, Amartey, who is he? He was on a bench. He actually, and when we had, if you look at Thiago Silva, I'm putting up a tweet from Thiago Silva's wife as well, because she mentioned about Amartey, a little cheeky dig at him. If you notice, when the fight was, Amartey actually he contributed to the game on the bench. He wasn't playing, but he still managed to get himself a yellow card. And most of our players were directing their anger towards him actually when we had that big fight at the end. But you know what? He's got a medal now, so so that's fair play to him for getting that medal. But he may not be playing Champions League football. But I'm not counting, as I said, I'm not counting my chickens yet, because there's still work to be done. So guys, stick your comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts of the game. Some people were saying that we didn't play well. I thought we did play well yesterday, to be fair. And do you think now we've made top 4? Are you confident about making top 4? Or do you think, Chelsea, when we expect them to get a result, they're going to let us down again like they did in the cup final? Yes. Stick your comments in the comment section. And enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you guys on the next video.